where shadows can be manipulated. You need to remember what happens in book 1. Okay, so I just reread Book of a Night by Holly Black in anticipation for book number 2. And honestly, I'm glad I did, because I did appreciate it a lot more this time around. So the first time I read this, I remember liking it, but I also remember feeling a bit confused about the whole magic system, about the story, the plot line and all that. And this time around, it all makes a lot more sense. The setup is really cool. Everything makes a lot more sense. The setup actually feels intentional. So we follow Charlie Hall. She is basically a con artist in this world where shadows can be manipulated. I really think the concept of this magic system is really cool. A bit icky at times, but it's very vampire-ish, and now my cats are going crazy because why not? The story, the magic system, all of it, it's dark, it's gritty, it has a bit of a noir vibe to it. I will say though, it's still not a fast-paced book. The book in its entirety is not very long, so even though it's not fast-paced, you fly through it pretty fast because it's a short one. So reading it definitely takes time. When you're reading it definitely takes its time. So you have to kind of settle in to be able to grasp that whole world concept, instead of immediately thinking it should just grab you. Wow, the cats are crazy. They're just playing and being dramatic. Don't mind them. They're absolutely fine. So overall, this is a book that actually benefits from having a reread. It's still slow and it's still messy at some parts, but the atmosphere and its uniqueness really does stand out. So I am way more excited to pick up book number 2 now, and it's the same kind of size, so I have an inkling it's gonna fly past. I'm expecting the same kind of vibes, slow, but intentional. So we'll see. You'll see in a second because I'll be right back for you. So I have just finished Thief of Night by Holly Black, book number 2. Book number 2. I am really glad I reread book number 1 before picking this up, because this one picks up in a way that you need to remember what happens in book 1 to be able to follow along on book number 2. Otherwise, I think you'd feel really lost. So we are continuing with Charlie's story, and in book 2 you can really feel how it's all expanding. The stakes are higher, the shadow magic goes deeper, and the whole world feels more intense this time around. It still has that same kind of gritty vibe, and I actually think it feels a lot more focused in this one. Like the story knows what it's doing now, so it gets easier to feel more invested. And Charlie, still chaotic, still making questionable decisions, but that is kind of what makes her so interesting to follow. So overall, I think it's a strong continuation. Not perfect, but more confident. And it honestly made me appreciate Book of Night more as a setup. So if you liked the first one, I definitely continue with this one. So after all, after having reread Book of Night and then now finishing Thief of Night, I feel like the series really grows on you. It's not the fastest, most addictive fantasy series, but if you're into darker vibes, messy characters, unique magic systems, it's definitely one worth sticking around for. So for me, book 1 feels more like a setup and book 2 feels more like feels more complete. So I am really glad I gave it a second chance, and yeah. So if you have read this books or series, let me know your thoughts on the whole thing, or one or the other. And if you haven't picked it up yet, just know you need to have patience with it. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I shall see you all next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.